Welcome. Close your eyes, take a deep, slow breath. Tonight we will travel back, over 3,000 years ago, to the banks of the River Nile. You are in ancient Egypt, in a quiet village surrounded by fields, palm trees, and gentle flowing water. The sun is just beginning to rise. Soft golden light reflects on the calm surface of the Nile. You can hear distant birds chirping. The air is cool and still. You are lying on a simple woven mat inside a small mud brick house. The walls are smooth, cool to the touch. There is no noise, only peace. You slowly get up, stretch, and step outside into the soft, warm glow of the morning. The village is slowly waking up. Women are walking towards the river, balancing clay jars on their heads to collect fresh water. You hear the faint sound of sandals on dusty ground. Children laugh softly in the distance, chasing each other between the palm trees. You step closer to the Nile. The water glistens under the early morning sun. You kneel and dip your hands into the cool river, feeling its freshness. A gentle breeze brushes against your skin. Nearby, fishermen are already at work. Their small wooden boats drift silently, nets lowered into the slow-moving water. They speak in low voices, calm and steady, as they wait for the morning catch. You return to the village fields. The smell of damp earth surrounds you as farmers prepare for another day. The Nile has flooded recently, leaving behind rich, dark soil. Men walk slowly through the fields, scattering seeds by hand. Others guide wooden plows pulled by oxen. You hear the soft rhythm of hooves pressing into the ground, the steady swoosh of water flowing through irrigation channels. In the distance, women gather vegetables, green onions, garlic, and beans, placing them carefully into woven baskets. Their movements are slow, peaceful, unhurried. You join them, bending down to pick fresh produce, feeling the warmth of the sun growing stronger on your back. The day moves gently, quietly. Time feels slower here. As the sun rises high in the sky, the heat grows. Work slows. You and the others return to the cool shade of mud brick homes. Inside, it is calm and dim. A small oil lamp flickers faintly. You sit on a woven mat and are served simple food. Freshly baked flatbread, soft cheese, figs, dates, and a small cup of beer brewed from barley. The taste is earthy and sweet. You eat slowly, in silence. Outside, cicadas hum softly in the afternoon sun. After the meal, you rest. You lie down in the shade, hearing only the faint sound of the Nile and the whisper of the breeze through the reeds. As the day cools, you return to the riverbank. The sun is setting, painting the sky in deep orange and purple hues. The Nile glows with golden light, perfectly still. You sit on the soft sand and watch fishermen pulling in their nets. Palm trees sway gently in the breeze. The air smells fresh, tinged with water and reeds. A group of villagers gather nearby, speaking softly, sharing quiet laughter. The sounds are distant, muffled. You feel completely at ease. Your breathing slows naturally, in rhythm with the river's gentle flow. Darkness falls. The stars begin to appear above the Nile, one by one. The moon rises, casting silver light on the still water. You return home. A small oil lamp flickers faintly in the corner of the room. You lie down on your mat. The room is cool, quiet, and safe. Outside, you hear the faint hum of night insects, the distant splash of water from the Nile. Your eyes grow heavy. You breathe slowly, in and out. You feel your body sink deeper into the mat, and you drift peacefully into sleep. By the Nile, in ancient Egypt, the night is deep and silent. The stars shimmer gently above. Only the soft, distant hum of crickets fills the air. You are still lying on your mat, feeling safe and warm. Slowly, you drift between sleep and wakefulness. Far away, you hear the gentle sound of water lapping against the riverbank. Soft water lapping. A faint breeze brushes against the linen curtain, causing it to sway softly. Everything is still. As dawn approaches, the sky turns pale blue. The first birds begin to sing, quietly, gently. Soft bird song. A rooster crows in the distance. The night is fading, replaced by soft golden light creeping through the doorway. You take a deep, slow breath. The air is cool and fresh, carrying the scent of wet earth from the river. The world is waking again. Gently, slowly, you rise from your mat and step outside. The ground is cool beneath your feet. The village is quiet. Only a few figures move softly in the distance. A woman walks towards the Nile, carrying an empty jar balanced perfectly on her head. The sound of her footsteps is steady, soft. You follow her path, feeling the sand give way slightly beneath your feet. When you reach the river, you kneel down. The water is perfectly still. You cup your hands and lift the cool water, splashing it gently on your face. Water splash sound. It feels refreshing, awakening your senses in the calm morning air. Nearby, reeds sway gently, brushing against each other with a faint whisper. Reed rustle. Fishermen prepare their small wooden boats, sliding them quietly into the river. Their voices are low, steady, blending with the water's hush. You close your eyes, simply listening to the gentle flow of the Nile and the quiet hum of life beginning again. The sun rises slowly, casting long golden beams across the fields. Farmers gather again, their movements unhurried. You hear the rhythmic sound of wooden plows cutting through damp soil. Plow scrape. Oxen grunt softly, stepping carefully forward. Men scatter seeds into the earth, their hands moving in slow, graceful arcs. Nearby, women sit in shaded spots, weaving mats from reeds. Soft weaving sound. Their fingers work methodically, twisting and folding, creating soft, repetitive sounds that lull you further into peace. Every so often, the wind brushes past, carrying the smell of fresh grass and water. Palm fronds sway gently overhead, their shadows flickering across the ground. Time feels endless, slow, and soothing. The sun is high again, warming the village. You return indoors, stepping back into the coolness of your mud brick home. An oil lamp flickers softly in the corner. Lamp crackle. The walls hold in the shade, comforting against the heat outside. You sit down for a meal, a simple bowl of lentils, flatbread, sweet figs. Each bite is slow, grounding, filling you with calm. Afterward, you stretch out on your mat. The hum of cicadas drifts in from outside. Soft cicadas. You hear faint voices in the distance, low and calm, as neighbors speak quietly. Your eyelids grow heavy, but just as you drift off, a soft breeze stirs, carrying with it the faint, sweet smell of lotus blossoms from the Nile. You rise again as the sun begins to set. The sky deepens into warm hues of orange and pink, then fades to purple. You step outside, walking slowly back to the riverbank. The water glows like molten gold, perfectly calm. A fisherman glides past in his small boat, his oar dipping silently into the water. Soft oar splash. You sit on the warm sand, feeling it beneath your fingers. A heron lands nearby, standing still, watching the water. The sound of the breeze through the reeds is steady and soothing. As the sun finally dips below the horizon, stars appear one by one. The sky turns deep, velvety blue. The Nile becomes silver under the moonlight. You walk slowly back home. Inside, an oil lamp glows softly. Flame crackle. The air is cool, still, and welcoming. You lie down on your mat, covering yourself lightly. Outside, you hear the faint lull of night insects, a distant splash in the Nile, a whisper of reeds shifting in the breeze. Your breathing slows, your muscles relax deeply. The world fades gently, softly. You are safe, you are calm, and now you drift slowly into a deep, peaceful sleep by the Nile in ancient Egypt. It is still night in ancient Egypt. The stars shine above like tiny glowing sparks scattered across black silk. The moon hangs low over the Nile, silver light shimmering across the still surface of the water. Inside your home, the air is cool and quiet. You breathe deeply, hearing only the faint hum of the night insects. Soft crickets. Each sound feels distant, soothing. You sink deeper into your mat, warm beneath a light linen cloth. Slowly, a faint glow begins to appear on the horizon. The first signs of dawn. The deep night blue sky shifts softly into pale lavender. A bird calls gently from a distant tree, soft bird call. You hear the faint rustle of reeds near the Nile, brushing together in the breeze. The world feels weightless, as if time itself has slowed to a gentle crawl. You take a slow breath, and then another, and rise calmly to greet another day. Stepping outside, the cool sand presses softly under your feet. The village is quiet, wrapped in the stillness of early morning. Only a few figures move silently in the distance. A woman carrying a clay jar. A fisherman walking to his boat. You walk toward the Nile. Its surface glows faintly pink from the first light of the rising sun. The water is perfectly calm, like glass. You kneel and dip your hands into the cool water. Soft water ripple. The sensation is refreshing, grounding you in this peaceful world. Nearby, birds gather along the banks, pecking quietly at the sand. Their calls are soft, gentle, never loud or harsh. You wash your face slowly, savoring the feeling of the morning water. Then watch as the sun slowly lifts higher, spilling warmth across the land. As daylight grows, the village comes alive. Farmers return to the fields. The sound of wooden plows begins again. Plow scraping soil. Oxen grunt softly as they walk in slow circles. The rich smell of wet earth fills the air. Men scatter seeds in steady, practiced motions. You watch as tiny grains fall from their hands, landing softly in the dark, fertile soil. Seed scattering sound. Nearby, women kneel in low pools of water, gently planting young papyrus stalks. Soft splashing, reeds rustle. Their hands move slowly, dipping, pressing, planting. Each sound blends into the natural rhythm of life along the Nile. The breeze is warm now, carrying with it the scent of river reeds and tilled earth. Palm trees sway gently, their fronds brushing softly against each other, leaf rustling. The steady flow of the river continues, always calm, always soothing. By midday, the sun glows high and bright, the fields quiet. You return to the village with the others. Inside your home, it is cool and dim. The oil lamp flickers faintly. Soft flame crackle. You sit down to a simple meal. Flatbread, lentil stew, dates, and fresh figs. Each bite is slow, grounding, filling you with comfort. After eating, you drink cool water from a clay jar. Cup pour sound. The taste is fresh and clean, straight from the Nile. You lie down again on your mat, listening as the world softens. Outside, cicadas hum lazily in the afternoon heat. Cicadas hum. The distant river whispers quietly through open windows. Your breathing slows naturally. Your body sinks deeper into the mat. Time feels endless. There is no rush, no noise, only silence, warmth, and peace.